What is up guys, it's Cal, and in this video I'm going to be showing you where all the locations for mechanical pets that hunters can tame up until Battle for Azeroth are, or at least patch 8.0. There's a total of 25 of them I believe, some of which are just multiple colors of one another. Now the thing about mechanical pets, and contrary to spear beasts, is that mechanical pets are not exotic, so any hunter can tame them. Although if you want to tame one, you need to create or purchase a Mega Bond imprint matrix from an engineer. They're also on the auction house. This will allow any hunter to tame mechanical pets and also learn how to track mechanicals, which is really neat. Now if you're a gnome or goblin, you don't need to get one of these because you can already just learn how to tame them immediately. Gnome hunters already start out with a robotic rabbit. Now also, in contrary to spear beasts, a lot of these mechanical pets are not rares. In fact, a lot of them are summoned in some way or another, meaning that these are easier to get than spear beasts because there is less waiting around to tame these things. So now let's talk about what mechanical pets have to offer to hunters. So first off, they're cunning, meaning that they have the active ability of Master's Call, which removes all root and movement impairing effects from itself and whatever target you use it on. Then that target becomes immune to those effects for 4 seconds. So you can of course use it on yourself, or you can use it on a friendly target. And then they have the passive ability called Pathfinding, which passively increases your movement speed by 8% while this pet is out. Now all cunning pets have those abilities, but what mechanical pets have that other pets do not is an ability called Defense Matrix, which is on a 1 minute cooldown and reduces the damage that the mechanical pet takes by 50% for 12 seconds. Now they're actually not the only pets with an ability like this. Like for example, turtles, which are tenacity, have an ability called Shell Shield, which does the same thing. But anyways, mechanical pets are fairly good tanky pets if you want one of those. Also, all mechanical pets do the exact same DPS, so the main reason to tame all these is to get a bunch of cool looking mechanical pets. Also, we do have 65 pet slots at the Stable Master, so you can fill 25 of those slots up with mechanical pets if you'd like. And one final thing before we get started, since war mode is a thing now, it will actually put you into a new phase of an area, so if you go to a location where a mechanical pet has not spawned, then go to Stormwind or Orgrimmar, turn war mode on, and then go back to that location and hopefully the mechanical pet is there. I know I had to do that on like 2 occasions, but that's really all you need to know about mechanical pets, so let's get started. Okay, now this first pet we're going to come up to is named Tecton. Now a lot of people have probably seen or at least heard of this pet. It is a mechanical sheep, and we're in Elwynn Forest right now. So it's going to be up here in Elwynn Forest. Horde can get this obviously, and Alliance can of course get this sheep. None of these pets are faction specific at all, but this is an exploding sheep. So we're going to head up here. I know if you attack this sheep or if you get close to it and get aggro on it, it will explode and send you flying backwards. Let's see if it does that when we tame it. So here we are at this farm, once again up here north of Elwynn Forest, and there is a mechanical sheep at this little farmstead. Where are you at, Tecton? Oh, he's right beside me. So he looks similar to the white sheep, except he does have like a patch on the side of him and his face. You can see his portrait up there. Let's go and tame him. Okay, he does explode. Okay, so in case you screw up like I did, he does have a roughly 7 to 8 minute spawn timer. So we're actually going to phrasing trap him. Stop moving, please. And now we're going to tame him. And just like that. There we go. Now the second pet, we're coming up to Dunmeroke here. So outside of Ironforge, and we're going to go into New Tinkertown. So right around here, this is a, what is it called? Weaponized rabbit. That is what it is. It is a mechanical rabbit. Now gnomes actually start with this pet. So if you are a gnome hunter, or if you made a gnome hunter, you should already have this pet unless you abandon it, of course. But it is at the northish point of New Tinkertown. It should be around here somewhere. Let's see. And here is the weaponized rabbit. It is right in front of this camp here. This camp. So we're going to go and tame it. And it has a roughly 6-hour spawn timer. So this is one of the mechanical pets that does have an actual spawn timer to it. And that's what he looks like. Now this next mechanical pet is the Sentient mechanostrider. So we're actually in Gnomeregan right now. So went through there. We're in the instance. This one is a summonable one, so don't worry, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to like wait for it to spawn or anything. The first thing we're gonna do in Gnomeregan is we're gonna kill these trogs. We're gonna kill these trogs until we get to maybe about 5. We're gonna get 5 of these grime encrusted objects. You can actually buy these on the auction house for very cheap, but I'm already in Gnomeregan, so might as well kill these guys. So let's get 5 of them. Okay, well I have 4 of them. That's probably enough actually. And now that I have, well actually let's kill these because why not? Okay, well they didn't give one. Anyways, we're going to go to the dormitory down here with these grime encrusted objects. And actually we can just jump down right here, can't we? Yes, we can. So jump down there, and we're going to walk into one of these things. One of these Sparkle-Matic 5200s, whatever they're called. We're going to use our grime encrusted object on that. And we're going to get this present. It costs 3 silver. So there is that. Rough stone is not what we need. That one might need a recharge, so I'm going to go over to this next one. I have aggro on something. I'm going to come over to this next one and pay the 3 silver. That is also not what we need. Maybe I do need to get a couple more. We're going to do it to this one. Heavy stone. Not what we need. Okay, so it was my 4th one. So I got a yellow punch card. This is what you need. Now that once you get the yellow punch card, we're going to come into this next room. The room right beside the dormitory. And we're going to go to this doohickey, this matrix punchographic whatever it is, and we're going to acquire a higher level access card, and that will turn your yellow punch card into a blue punch card. Now that we have the blue punch card, we're actually going to go to this boss right here. So the Electrocutioner 3000 or Electrocutioner 6000 is what's called. So I'm just gonna skip to when I get there. You can just kind of follow the map around to that boss. Okay, so we're at the Electrocutioner 6000 boss, and now we're just gonna kill him like normal, and he's hopefully going to drop something for us. Okay, he actually dropped it for me on, he actually dropped 2 of them, wow. On my first attempt killing it, it is the Electrocutioner's leg. You just need 1 of them. If he does not drop it for you, it's about a 30% drop chance. You need to leave the dungeon. So go back out of the dungeon, right click your portrait, and then you can reset your raids. Or reset your dungeons. You want to reset the dungeon, come back in, kill this boss until you get the Electrocutioner's leg item. But once you have that, we're going to go to this matrix punch card right behind it, and we're going to acquire a higher level access card, which gives us the red punch card. Now once we have the red punch card, we're going to go ahead and just drop down here. We don't need to be up there anymore. And we're going to head to this boss, or it's not the boss exactly, but it's around that area. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to there. Okay, so here we are around the engineering labs, and we're going to actually take this. I don't think you can just immediately, yeah, there's an invisible wall, so we need to take that elevator down there. Now there's another mechanical pet down there named Friender, which you can tame. I'll show you how to tame him immediately after we tame this one that we're in the middle of taming. Okay, well the elevator went down, that's fine. I think we can jump down here, yes we can, and then disengage is helpful to break your fall. Now that we're down here, we're going to look for another punch card reader thing. And we'll see Friender here in a second. I'll go ahead and just show you him. Wherever this punch card thing is, here's a punch card thing. Here's Friender. You can't immediately tame Friender. You have to do something specific. As I said, I'll show you that in a minute. But we're going to upgrade our punch card to a prismatic, I think. Prismatic punch card. Now, once you have that prismatic punch card, we're actually going to go back to the dormitories. So what I just did was I took the elevator back up from the engineering labs back up here, and we're going to go this way. That way is how we get up, because as you remember, we jumped down into the launch bay. You can't get back up, so we're going to take this way right here. Okay, so here we are back in the dormitories. That is the room where I use the grime encrusted object right there to get to the first punch card, the yellow punch card. But here we are, and we're going to go into this cubbyhole up here. So it's the top left one. And as you see, this door is closed, but thankfully we have the prismatic punch card to get into here. And I'm going to deactivate the security measures. Walk into here. Here is the Sentient mechanostrider. Now he has a buff called Resilient Circuits. Cannot be tamed unless electrocuted. That is where the Electrocutioner's leg comes in. So we're going to hold this, and he is 120, so he scales with your level. And we're going to just hit him until we can tame him. Okay, the buff went away after just one swing. Can we trap him? He is immune, but that's fine because he's not really doing a whole lot of damage to me. So I'm going to go ahead and tame him. Just like that. And that is how you get the Sentient mechanostrider. So now we're coming up to Friender, as I mentioned earlier, and we're back at the engineering labs. And we're going to take this elevator, or we're at least going to jump down there. to the location where Friender is. Now the bad thing about this pet is there's no exact, there's 3 puzzles that you have to solve, and the puzzles are randomly generated. So there's not like an exact way to make like a 100% this is what you do guide for this, because these puzzles are randomly generated. Because as you see, there are these buttons on the walls. First off, let's take a look at Friender. Let's clear these guys out because we don't care about them at all. Here's Friender. Cool mechano wolf. I actually really like his model. So anyways, 3 puzzles on the wall. This is a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 button one. I believe this one was the 6 button one, and then there is an 8 button one. Somewhere else. This is the 8 button one. So there's an 8 button one, a 7 button one, and a 6 button one. And your entire goal is to make all of the buttons light up. And you have to be level 100 to even interact with these buttons. Now that doesn't mean a level 100 can only tame Friender. If you are below level 100, like if you're level 90, you can have a level 100 hunter friend come in here, solve the puzzle, and then you can still tame Friender. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now. This seems to be the 6 button one. How to solve this is I'm gonna click this button on the left. That lights up that button. That also lights up any adjacent buttons to it. So the 6 button puzzle for me is already complete. Sometimes it's just that easy. Let's go over to the 7 button one. Now if I click this button, it should light up this button, turn on this button, and turn off this button. And it did do that. Let's click this one. That doesn't help me because this one is still not lit. Let's see. Click that. If we click this, if we click this, if we click this, and then if we click, let's see this right here. Let's see right there. Right there. And then that should solve it. Now we're going to go to the 8th button puzzle one. And the thing about the 8th button puzzle one is you should actually do this one first. So I should have said that, but you should actually do this one first. The reason you should do it first is because it's possible for it to glitch and not be solvable. And the way to tell if this is not solvable is if you can get it to the point where either the leftmost one or the rightmost one is not lit and the rest of them are. So if the left one is not lit, the rest of them are. Or if the right one is not lit and the rest of them are, then it is impossible to solve. And if that is the case, then you can walk out of the dungeon, reset it, and you have to do the puzzle over again. So this one does seem solvable, I think. Maybe not, because the right one is not lit and the rest of them are. Okay, so it turns out that puzzle, the button puzzle, was not solvable, so I did go out of the dungeon, reset it, and I came back in, and I already solved the other 2 puzzles when I came back in. So this is the 8 button puzzle again. Let's hopefully it is possible. Yes, it is possible. Okay, there we go. And Friender is now running around. He's level 110. I remember when I tamed this guy already at 100 or 110, he one-shotted me. So let's see if that's the case. Okay, no, it's not. So if you're 120, you don't have to worry about him. Okay, he is doing a good bit of damage to me, but you don't have to worry about him one-shotting you. And there we go. You can turtle and tame him if you want. So here we are at Loch Madon for actually the next 3 pets. They're all roughly in the same area. So this is where we are at Loch Madon. We're going to go into this cave, and there's going to be mechanostriders right when we walk in there. These guys are not rare, so there's no like long spawn time where you have to wait for these guys. But we're going to go ahead and tame this protostrider. But hey, we're not done there. There's another dude in here that we're going to tame. Here we go, the haywire battle chicken. Let's dismiss my pet. This one is also not a rare. As you see, there's multiple of them. It's actually a cute looking chicken model, if I do say so myself. Robot chicken there. And then there's a 3rd one in here that is a named mob, so I'm going to go ahead and dismiss my battle chicken. This one's name is Optimo. It is another mechanostrider. Okay, so I see him on my map. I actually came back to this location with war mode off. So, as I said, I do see him in my map. I can see a red dot moving very fast through the cave. And I have to chase him. Kind of. Hopefully I cut him off at some point. Here he is. Here he is. Stay still. Okay, there we go. You can just aggro him and he'll start attacking you. But there is Optimo, a mechanostrider. Now next up, we're actually going to be getting 4 pets around the same area, and that's up in Outcast Island. Now the thing is, for the pets to be up there, you actually have to go back to a pre-destruction of Theramore. So come to Zadormi right here, NPC right here, talk to her, and show me Theramore before the destruction. So you have to do that. Theramore's there, and now you can travel up to Outcast Island. Okay, so I'm approaching Outcast Island, and any moment here, I should get shot out of the sky. Any moment. There we go. You're hit with anti-aircraft gunfire. The mobs here are, I don't think that they, well, that's a level 59 mob, but you cannot fly on this island, which I guess makes it a little more difficult. So yeah, the mobs here are 110. Now, let's put camo on. I believe, so these turrets will like wreck you. Maybe not if you're 120, but they won't shoot you if you have camo on. So we're going to go buy them with okay, well I ran into a mine. Okay, so let's try that again. Now I'm actually going to zoom into my map. And if you have track mechanicals on, the proximity mines will show on the map. So there's one right in front of me. I'm going to go around that. They're all around the place. So camo with track mechanicals on. Well, if it comes to it, you can always death walk there. So I came down this area and we're going to take a right here. So this turret's probably going to aggro. Nope, I guess, or maybe it did. It is aggroed onto me. Let's feign death. And I'm at 7% health. Anyways, now that we're past that minefield, there are not any proximity mines or turrets that we have to worry about around here. We're going to go into this room, or this building right here, where there's going to be a mechanical pet named Garter. And here he is, Model Garter. Now he does have a like 5 to 10 minute spawn timer. He's only level 110, so he does not go up to 120, and he has 27k health. Now he cannot be tamed until he's below 30% health. So I've taken the liberty, taken off my weapon, and anything else that procs, like my trinkets for example. So I'm just going to punch him until he gets below 30% health, which each punch does about 5 to 10% of his health, and he doesn't really do a lot of damage to me because I'm 120. So he is a green Mechanowolf, so Friender, different color as Friender. And now he's at 34. I'm going to just turn around here. Oh, well, I have to turn to him to tame him. He cannot be stunned, he can also not be ice trapped, so he's immune to those. Now, from that location, I'm actually going to put my stuff back on because we're going to go upstairs. And there is a gnome. Oh, okay, he's here right now. Dr. Weevil. He has a 5-minute spawn timer. And he has 112, so you might need to pull out all the tricks, although he's, of course, not difficult to kill at all if you're 120. Now, he has a chance to give you a toy, which anyone can use, obviously, but that's not why we're killing him, because he has another chance to give something else, an electrified key, and it's about a 10-ish% drop chance, and we need 3 of those to get these 3 Mechano Spider mounts that are on Outcast Island. So as I mentioned, he does have a 5-minute spawn timer, so there's not a lot of waiting around. So we're going to see how long it takes for me to get, well, 1 key. Okay, I got one. It only took 2 kills. So now that we have an electrified key, we're going to leave. We're going to leave this area. I'm going to show you where the golden... Okay, please don't pull any of these. I'm going to show you where the golden arachno spider is to tame. And we're going to have camo on because we're going to go past some more of those turrets. And let's see if there's any proximity mines. I don't think so. And then there are these 2 security bots. Now, I'm going to go ahead and kill these 2 security bots because I want them out of the way. Because there's actually turrets in there. There's turrets in there that we don't want to deal with. So I'm going to turtle. I'm going to walk in there, turtle, and I'm going to use my electrified key on this golden arachnodrone. So let's go and turtle, arachnodrone, and then we're going to immediately come out, and I'm going to feign death, which is fine because he's still hostile. And then dismiss my pet. You do need to damage him below 30% health. Okay, good. I was hoping that my Serpent Sting would not kill him fast. So I'm going to, okay, well, I have my trinkets on. And he does have a maximum repair ability, which heals him full, So you can interrupt that if you want. Okay, there we go. And now, tame. There he is. Golden Arachnodrone. And there is another electric key. So that one took me, after the last one, it took me 3 more kills to get one. So a total of 5 kills led to 2 electric keys. The next Arachnodrone here. And this one I think is a silver one. It's right outside here. And it's actually going to be down this hut, or down this cellar. It's not a hut. It's more of a cellar-ish area. And we're going to pass all these guys because we don't really care to kill them. I mean, you can if you want. They're level 110. And we're going to swim through this hole in the ground. Up here. Here's some more guys. We don't care for them. And we're going to go into here. And then this is the silver Arachnodrone. Okay, remember if you're a level cap, take off things that'll proc so you don't accidentally kill it. Now, actually, I think the buff fell off of him before he hit 30%. But anyways, we have tamed the silver Arachnodrone. There we go. It took an extra like 5 kills for me to get the electrified key. But let's head out of here to the last Arachno spider. So just leaving this house here, we're going to go back from where we came from, this direction. So let's, we're going to actually take a right here. Instead of, we started the island on the left. I just ran into a proximity mine. Make sure you watch out for those. So I'm going to take a right here. And I think I'm cleared of proximity mines here. And the Arachnodrone is in this building. There's lots of 110 robots. Oh wait, no, never mind. He's right here. There's lots of 110 robots around here, so let's get rid of them. And this is the copper Arachnodrone. Right here. There we go. Taming him, he's at 30% health. And there we go. That is the copper Arachnodrone and the final Arachnodrone. Now this next mechanical pet, we're in Ungaro Crater. Right here, and this one's name is A-Me 02. We're in North Ungaro Crater. We're gonna go into this cave at Fungal Rock, and A-Me 02 is at the back of the cave. So let's see here. Yep, I can see A-Me 02 on my map. Let's seems to be a neutral gorilla. So we're gonna make our way through these gorillas to the back of the cave. This cave is actually the exact same layout as where I found that one robot chicken, that one mechanostrider. Actually, there's 2 mechanostriders. Optimo, whatever it was named. Let's feign death. And here is A-Me 02. Cannot be tamed until weakened. Level 120. Let's see what the... Oh, okay. Does quite a bit of damage. Should I have my pet out for this? I think I probably should. And he one-shot my pet. Okay, so how you actually want to damage A-Me is you do not want to be in survival spec. You have to do this in either beast mastery or a marksman spec. It at least makes it a lot easier because you have to be at a distance while attacking him. And you cannot have any other summonable pet in his melee range or else he will wake up. So I'm going to just shoot him from a distance here as beast mastery. Might be more successful doing this as marksman, because marksman does not usually use a pet, but that's fine. But anyways, you're just going to damage him down to a tameable health with this. Okay, don't summon crows. Do not summon crows. Okay, there we go, below 30% health, and now we can tame him. And that is how you get A-Me 02, the mechanical gorilla. Now here we are in Ashara, right here at the secret lab, and this is N.U.T.Z, which is a mechanical squirrel. Now this is a summonable one. You have to click various things to summon him. So if you're at this lab right now, we're going to go into this building right here, where there's a book that we're going to read. Go in there right now. An intern's journal. So click that. You have now read it. You don't really necessarily have to look through it, I guess. But next we're going to walk outside here. Right over here. And there's a lever right there. Thorium manifold lever. We're going to pull that lever. cool. They're level 60 guys here. And then after that lever, we're going to go up this way. There will be a button right here. I had trouble seeing it. The antimatter storage and energizer. Click that. Okay. Next one is towards the other side of the secret lab. There is another lever to pull right here. Flux contaminator release lever. Pull that. There is fire that might interrupt the cast. Pull that lever. Crunk. And then this last one over here is a console that you have to click. So it's right here. Get out of my way. So as soon as I click this, it will spawn it and it will destroy me. Well, I don't know. Let's click it. Let's see what happens. Okay, someone said it's broken free. Run for your lives. It's N.U.T.Z. N.U.T.Z is right there. I'm going to, as you see, he's level 122, has 4 million health. I'm going to turtle and tame him because he will destroy you if you don't do that. And there you have it. That is how you get N.U.T.Z. Now this next pet is actually a set of 4 pets, and we are going to Siege of Orgrimmar. So we're in Pandaria, Vale of Eternal Blossoms. Siege of Orgrimmar right here, and this is the Iron Juggernaut pet. Now you can't actually tame the Iron Juggernaut boss. You cannot tame him. You have to create this pet by finding various things in the raid, and the raid is soloable. The only boss that some people were curious if you could solo was Galakras, really, if you remember Siege of Orgrimmar. Galakras was one where you had to go on top of those 2 towers, 2 people or 1 person on each tower, shoot Galakras out of the sky. You can do that with 1 person now. It is soloable. So you do have to go through most of this raid. You don't have to solo it. I mean, you can bring a friend if you want, but I do have a tip to go Beast Mastery and bring a Spirit Beast for the first boss so you could heal him. Immersius. It's useful. Okay, now that we're in the Siege of Orgrimmar dungeon, I've killed Immersius, Fallen Protectors, the Nourishing boss, whatever, Shaw of Pride. I just finished Galakras, and now I'm at Iron Juggernaut. One of the items you need is from Iron Juggernaut himself. So maybe I should have a pet out. This might go a little faster. But he drops an item, and it will only drop for you if you have the Mecha Bond Matrix thing, you know, the thing that allows you to tame mechanical pets. This will only drop if you have that. So it is I have auto load on, so I looted a bunch of stuff, but it is the pile of Juggernaut parts. That is one of the things you need. Okay, so we're a little further in Siege of Orgrimmar. We're in the Cleft of Shadow area. So I downed the dark, or the shamans, whatever they're called, the Corcoran Dark Shamans, and we're in the Cleft of Shadows. We're gonna go past this demon, and we're gonna go into this corner back here where we will find a paint bucket. It's one of 4 paint buckets that will give us one of the 4 color variations for this mount, or for this pet, not mount. And it should be in this little hut right here. Okay, so it's kind of hidden, but it's right here. It's a green paint bucket. So that's one of the 4 paint buckets if you want, if you want the green Iron Juggernaut pet. Now the next paint bucket is the blue paint bucket, and we're in this area. We have not killed Malkorok yet, but we have killed General Nazgrim. He was up there. We took an elevator down here, and the paint bucket is right there, but we can't go right there right now. So we're gonna take this way around to this blue paint bucket if you want the blue Iron Juggernaut looking pet. Okay, so now we're going to take a right down from that platform of where we killed Malkorok, past these wolves. Sorry, I had to kill them. And the paint bucket should be in this corner, right up here. So let's get over there. And here it is. They're very tiny. This is the blue paint bucket. So right here. Now I'm currently in this room, and I can take a right here to the Spoils of Pandaria and Thok, or I can take a left to a Siegecrafter Blackfuse. That's his name, right? Siegecrafter Black Fuse. I'm gonna go to him because he drops the other parts that allows you to create the Iron Juggernaut pet. So we're gonna kill this gauntlet before him. And there we go. So he drops the Black Fuse Power Core. Now this is the, as I just said, the second part you need. So you can go ahead and make a green Iron Juggernaut pet or a blue Iron Juggernaut pet if you want. There are 2 more paint buckets in case you want a teal one or a gray one. So I'll show you where those locations are right now. Now here we are at the Spoils of Pandaria, not very far from the last portion after we killed Black Fuse. Now Spoils of Pandaria is also soloable. So they have made it soloable. So I'm going to go ahead and click some button. Let's start the encounter for War Chief Hellscream. And we're going to be starting on the south side here. So just jump down here and kill everything. And then once you've killed enough guys to fill this energy bar, go ahead and click the lever. And then we're going to move over. So we're going to move to this section and do the exact same thing. Okay, once you fill that bar up, then you can go ahead and click this lever and we'll move into this room. Now the paint bucket is in this room. The paint bucket is actually, I believe it's behind this box. So let's try to get behind there. It is actually. Here's the paint bucket. Teal paint bucket. And you can't click on it while the encounter's going. That's right. So let's finish the fight. Okay. We've just finished the fight. Now we should be able to go get that other teal bucket. Or I think it was teal. So once again, it's in this quadrant. And it seems like all the boxes have gone away. There we go. Teal paint. Now here we are nearly the end of the raid. I just killed Klaxi, the group of Klaxi. Remember, if you are level capped, if you kill them too fast, you can kind of glitch it. I actually did end up glitching it, so I had to reset the fight, but I did end up killing them. So we're going to, this is the hallway to Garrosh, final boss of Siege of Orgrimmar. We're heading through this hallway, and this last paint bucket, which is the gray paint bucket, is actually on top of this. This thing right here. So we're going to do some parkour. We're going to jump right here. Oh, never mind, it's right there. No parkour today. So there's the gray paint bucket. Now that we have all 4 paint buckets, we can make one of these. So pick which one you want. I'm going to pick the gray one, because why not? And you can only set this down in Siege of Orgrimmar to tame it. So I'm going to dismiss my pet. And if you set it down like in a raid or something, no one else can attack it, no one else can tame it. Only the hunter who placed it can tame it. So I'm going to place the Grey Juggernaut to tame. So there he is. And then we can just tame him just like that. And those 2 items I got from Siegecrafter Black Fuse and Iron Juggernaut did disappear. So that is one of the 4 Iron Juggernaut pets. So let's see here if my theory works. Okay, just to test this, I just did it on Heroic. He did not drop, Iron Juggernaut did not drop the piece, and it has a 100% drop chance, so that means you can only make 1 Iron Juggernaut a week. Doesn't matter what difficulty you do it on, he will only drop it once total over all difficulties. Now this next mechanical pet is the War Iron Axebeak, I think that's what's called, and we are in Draenor here, Tannin Jungle, and we're above the uninstance portion of Hellfire Citadel. So as you see, I'm flying, so this is the uninstance portion. You just want to fly over into here, where we're going to see this mechanical pet in the corner right over here, and he has 2 guards with him. Now he does scale up to your level 120, but you can only do this if you're a minimum level of 100. So don't come here like a lower level and try to tame him, because you'll probably, well, you won't be able to, I don't think. But anyways, these 2 guards, if you try to tame them, they'll throw bombs at you, which will stun you. As you see, the guards are 120. They'll stun you, keeping you from interrupting, or keeping you from taming the War Iron Axebeak. So there's a couple of ways of going about taming them. I'm just going to stand on these boxes, because this is one of the ways. Because the guards won't do anything if you stand up here. You can also turtle run. Oh, okay, well, I guess they will. Maybe if I was on that box. But I almost got the tame off. That was close. But anyways, yeah, you can just turtle and tame him. And he has a spawn timer of, I believe, around 30 minutes. I did see another post saying that it was around 5 to 10 minutes, that they saw him spawn back in 5 to 10 minutes. But it's, I guess, 5 to 30 minutes. I don't know. And that is the War Iron Axebeak. Okay, so this next rare is named Treble, or it's a mechanical pet. It's another mechanical wolf. It's a black version. And as I said, its name is Treble. Now this one's going to be maybe a little difficult to find because he patrols around various portions of High Mountain. There is a map on the screen now that you can see where he is. And he's actually invisible. He's, well, stealthed, I guess I should say. So you have to find him in stealth. So Flare is what's going to come in handy here. But on top of that, the way to actually know where he is follow the map on the screen now of where he patrols. And you'll see oil puddles. You can actually mouse over these oil puddles. And you follow those oil puddles to him. So I'm going to go around now to see if I can find him. Oh, here we go. That didn't last long. So here's an oil puddle. Where's the next one? Here's the next one. There's the next one. There's the next one up there. They end up despawning behind them. Like they last a certain amount of time. Hold on. Did I catch him? Yes, I did. Let's tame this boy. That is how you get Treble. I just tamed him. Right here. There's also another method. I'm not sure how effective it would be if you don't feel like just chasing him around. Is finding an oil puddle, camping it, wait for it to despawn, and then keep placing flares in it because you can place flares on cooldown, and wait for it to, once it reappears, Treble should be there. So you can just kind of camp one oil puddle. But that is how you get the, I guess, black Mechanowolf Treble. Okay, now this next one is a Mechanowolf wearing Ajuna, and his name is Rush. It's a red tinted Mechanowolf, and he patrols around the northish part, and I've already found his puddles. Like I pretty much just landed here, and the puddles seem to be spawning this way because I came from that way and didn't see puddles until now. Yep, he must be right here. No. Oh. Trapped him. I just need to wait for my, my flare to come back off cooldown. So that was really short. That took me all of maybe 5 minutes. But yeah, so as you see, I did the same thing with Treble. He might walk out of the flare right as you trap him. He is trapped. As long as your trap goes off, you just need to flare again. And there is Rush. I need to dismiss my pet. So there he is. As I said, red tinted Mechanowolf. This is the last Mechanowolf. I actually really like these models. They look cool. Now this next mechanical pet is actually the last mechanical pet. And look, we're in Battle for Azeroth now. We are on Kol Tiras. So Stormsong Valley, the cave, there's a cave up here at 34.96, 32.59, and there's 5 different, this is a saber, mechanical saber. There's 5 different ones you can get. The one I'm going to is always there. You can always summon it. So I don't want to deal with you. I'm gonna come in here, kill all these guys. As you see, these are all the saber models that you can tame. So this red and black one is always able to be summoned, and then the other 4 can be summoned through World Quest. So the World Quest for Sabertron has to be up for you to summon the other ones. This has happened to me before. The first time I actually tamed this guy, I killed them and he didn't summon, so I had to wait for him to, so I had to wait for these guys to respawn, and I killed them again and then he summoned. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. Okay, just kill him slowly. Slowly. I'm just gonna wait here a bit. There we go. He spawned. Okay. Tame him. There we go. This is the one that always spawns, remember? These 4 have a chance to spawn with the World Quest. If you kill that Sabertron Technician and he doesn't spawn, you have to kill him very slowly. As you saw I just did. I dragged him onto the Sabertron, killed him very slowly, and that was that. So there you have it. Those are all, I guess it's technically a total of 25 mechanical pets, because there's 3 Rakadrones, there's also 4 Iron Scorpions, and there's 5 mechanical tigers total. And then the rest of them. There's like, what, 4 mechanical wolves and squirrels, gorillas, striders, whatnot. So there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful at all to you, you can leave a like on it. You can sub to the channel for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video.